Just sharing a one-day trip out to the Pacific coast, and I did a little bit of fishing. Wasn't very successful, but I'm going to share some footage I took while I was experimenting with my camera systems, and I hope you enjoy, even though there's not much fishing going on. The scenery is fantastic out here, and that's kind of why I come out here sometimes. The wildlife is a little bit different too. It's just great. So the surf this day was over 7 feet in the beginning of the day, and went to about 6.5 feet later on in the day. While the speed of the swell was only about every 14 seconds, there was enough whitewash, as you can see, and power in the waves where you didn't really want to get too deep if you were wading out, fishing. You won't get knocked over very easily and have a big log come from the side or behind you, drag you down, knock you out, and then you drown. So you kind of have to be careful if you're alone out here surf fishing. There's not a lot of other tourists or people around this time of year. And for safety reasons, I wouldn't fish within 2 hours of the high tide because there was so much whitewash and waves bouncing off the walls behind where I wanted to fish from the surf. And the GoPro really flattens out everything. The waves don't look very big, but some of these waves are breaking in the distance at maybe 1/8 of a mile, and they're really large. Fucking rough today. It's all the way up here. I'm using gulp sand shrimp. It's pretty much one of my favorite baits because I don't have to look for bait when I get to the beach. I can get straight to fishing. You can see that log next to me in the surf, and there's lots of those. You need to be careful of them if you go out here and you're alone, or even if you're with someone, have them look out for you so you don't get hurt. Okay, pretty tough day. 7-foot surf. That's my first fish, and it's so tiny I can't keep it. Let's see, took the gulp shrimp. Nope, that's not a good place to be. Shrimp is a good bait out here because there's all kinds of sand shrimp right underneath your feet, including sandworms. So if you want to use that sort of stuff and dig it up yourself, it's all abundant here. You just got to take the time and do it.
tough day.
So I'm dealing with some waders that are leaking, and it's been going on for a while. It hasn't just developed slowly. I think I need to really pull the trigger and get me a new set soon.
Got one in the dirt. Let's see if he survives. A lot of little ones today. I typically don't fish any deeper than my knees, knee deep. Sometimes it gets into my waist, but just walk right up to the edge and throw. I think these are like 60-yard casts, 4-ounce weight. Not ideal weight, but it's working. Getting fish every now and then.
And the bite didn't last very long and it died off, so I decided to go sightseeing and just finish recharging. I don't know if you caught that sea otter in the surf right there in the bottom left of the screen. We'll get to it in a second up close. This view gives a better perspective of how long the surf is. It's when you get the GoPro from my chest mount looking straight out. The surf doesn't look big and it doesn't look like it's very long. And this isn't even all of it. It breaks much further out. Cool place too. It also gives you great perspective on the wilderness. Okay, there's an otter right there, center of the screen. It was hard for me to get this footage, so you'll have to bear with the not exactly high professional imagery here. I think he was eating all the fish I was trying to catch. I wanted to get this actually. And there's like more of them around here. I wonder what, it's like a whole forest of these. The Ewoks, they live inside these. This thing's huge. It's probably almost about 2 meters around, or not around, diameter. Just sharing this with you guys because it's oddball stuff. Probably you don't see all the time. Go look at one of these up close. It's like a bunch of warts and shit. I don't know what causes it to grow. That's all I have. Until next time.